I'm gonna get that bag for real. What's up, ugly ass dude? What happened? Talk to your dust ass. What's up, nigga? Where my lighter is? All this money, I'ma pop it. I'm on that bag for real. Just been fucking around with him. Give him all 49. I'm sure sippy, getting smoky, man.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The paper brothers with me on it. Money is on the fucking up. And I got. Backstreet, 37 days. Got that Drake. Or 8 for they ad, nigga. Real money. It's a young. You rapping no car. I got love on you niggas. I got love on you being here. Money is the only fucking option. Meet me whatever, you know I got him. Bounce back. What? Hey. Having all the money, I'ma pop it. Other case, I'm trying to get another case. Hey, have y'all got a challenge yet? Challenge. Yeah. No, I'm just saying. I seen some penalties in my last couple of games. I was just asking, like, anybody seen the challenge yet? They must have fucked that team up on that update.
Y'all playing each other?
Yeah. Out of blue on the bell, nothing there. What's happening? Nah, nigga, how your, I don't know how your side is, nigga. You just talking about just seeing you something. What your end looking like, nigga? Huh? Yeah, I'm ready. I'm traffic.
Andre Ellington, his first carry.
Oh.
And some space here. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown.
Damn, they called me lucky.
A great play there. 78 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead.
They called me looking like a mother.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
There's a lot to answer for because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Overcommitting in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Oh.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started.
You wouldn't shoot for a
way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
To throw is Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. It's a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but
and that's
I could not get back there.
Touchdown,
I could not get back there.
Mike Evans, 79 yards, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted, and now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in the back of the end zone.
He did that.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Oh, I feel.
Now, meanwhile,
I should have waited.
That should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Gonna throw again. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. from the gun on 3rd down. Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, Wilson. In the air, and now it's intercepted.
I straight caught the ball.
Picked up by Levante David. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Barber on 1st and 10. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Barber. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Michael Kendricks in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Fourth down, Winston trying to lay one up deep.
No, why he beating that dude like that, though? Got him manned up and back.
Mike Evans, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
He's doing him dusty.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time.
Damn.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Devin White in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Penny, the first down carry.
Oh!
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Check 190. Check 45 at the mark. All right, D, let's go. All right, D. Cook right. Check right 45. Check right 45. Go.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy
your man tried to do, man.
When you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Got some space. Wilson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards to pick up first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Ooh, I did not put time.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And a solid run down inside the 30. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. This one from 46 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
36 power.
Now a toss play. It's Carson, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 79 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready. Black 25. Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert.
On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. From the 39, Winston. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Man, oh, sleep.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the 39, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Michael Kendricks picks up his second sack of the afternoon. On the ground, Ellington. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Bradley Pena now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Returnable for Lockett. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, he's going to loft one. Deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 55 yards. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Don't you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They're looking to throw this. Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cassius Marsh able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Now Winston. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ziggy Ansah able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Winston to throw. And that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum may be changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
Let me get the return, baby. If I would have got some of the return.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Wilson to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Get off that door.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh,
Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. Flip, flip, flip. I got you, boy. Check it back. Check it back.
Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
$375. Yeah. 375. That was nice. DK had DK had